The Fascinate-U Children's Museum in downtown Fayetteville has a new exhibit designed to teach children how food gets from the farm to the dinner table. The Fascinating Farm exhibit is also intended to encourage healthier eating habits among children and increase awareness of agriculture in Cumberland County. Museum Director Susan Daniels and Cumberland County Cooperative Extension Director Lisa Childers give us details about the exhibit and how various community partners help to make this a reality.
We opened our Fascinating Farm exhibit at the end of March, and it has been well received by our visitors. It's our first real new exhibit in quite a few years, and the children are loving it and the adults are loving it too. And we are kept company all day long by our cow.
So we have a lot to offer here with the ag exhibit. We have an egg-laying hen that makes into a game for kids to participate in. We have Pork Place, which reflects our swine industry here, gives a lot of facts about the swine industry here in the county. There, of course, is a cow that the kids absolutely love, and you can hear that cow mooing when you come into this facility now. And it actually has a circulating pump where kids can actually milk the cow, so they really enjoy that. I think the adults enjoy that as well. There's also different exhibits for the smaller kids where they can learn different farm animal sounds. There's an area where they can learn about putting together a tractor. There's a farm area where they can pick crops. There is a local little farmers market area. So we tried to make it something interactive and fun for all ages.
Well, the mission of the Children's Museum is to provide the hands-on opportunities so that kids can make those connections between the world around them and learn in a concrete manner. So this hopefully will help the children connect with the food they eat and where it comes from. A lot of the children just think that, the food just appears at the grocery store. And so by having the farm directly across from our little grocery store exhibit, we hope that helps them make the connection that the tomatoes that you pick off the vine in the farm can actually, you can see where they can make it to the grocery store. There's a little tomato maze on the other side, so it will take the tomato all the way to the ketchup factory if you want it to, or you can go straight to the farmer's market. And we are hoping too that this will help the Eat Local movement, and that parents will pay more attention to where their food comes from and the food they put on their children's table.
The idea came when I brought my daughter here to the museum, and the whole museum is set up like a different community. So there's a bank, and there's a post office, and there's a grocery store. Well, being in the agricultural sector, I realized there was nothing here to represent the farm. So days later, was attending a meeting where we had gotten a request to fund an exhibit, a farm exhibit in another county. And I said, wait a minute, we have a wonderful museum right here locally. We need to support this local museum. And so that's sort of where we began that process. From there, I came to Fascinate-U, met with the director, met with their board, and proposed this idea of bringing a farm exhibit here. And they were absolutely wonderful to work with. I couldn't ask for. Susan Daniels was wonderful to work with, and the board was just great. They had all kinds of ideas. And throughout the process, the ag community requested different things. For example, the swine industry is one of the top industries in our county. And we wanted that to be emphasized here. And so the board was, just so willing to work with whatever the ag community wanted to see in this exhibit. We were just so pleased to get the response and support of this exhibit. We received, our top sponsor was Cargill with $10,000. Cape Fear Farm Credit supported the exhibit. The Cumberland Community Foundation, the Cumberland County Farm Bureau, Cumberland County Soil and Water Conservation District, as well as the Youth Growth Stock Trust Fund was also, all of those folks were supporters of the exhibit. These exhibits are not cheap. They do not come cheap, and so this exhibit was a $50,000 exhibit. But I think when you look in terms of the amount of people and the number of kids that are going to come through this exhibit each year, it's going to be well worth the money that was put into it. The exhibit typically has anywhere from 45 to 50,000 people visit the exhibit each year, and so we're excited to be able to reach out to those kids. Kids today are 2 to 3 generations separated from the farm, so if we don't bring the farm to them, most often they're never going to really make that connection that their food just doesn't come from the grocery store, but that it has to be grown on a farm. Another thing I like about the exhibit's location in the museum is that it's directly across from the grocery store, and it's going to help us to show them that you grow the food on the farm and then we get it to the grocery store. So I think this is a great opportunity for the kids in the community to learn about agriculture, and it was a great partnership for the ag community as well as Fascinate-U Museum.
The Children's Museum is located at 116 Green Street, which is downtown Fayetteville, right off the Market House Circle. We're in the former City Hall. We are open Tuesday through Sunday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays from 9 to 5, Wednesdays 9 to 7, Saturdays 10 to 5, and Sundays 12 to 5. Our mission is $4 for children, $3 for adults, but we do have Wednesday afternoons from 1 to 7 are free. We are on the web. If you would like further information, it's at www.fascinate-littleu.com. And you can call us at 910-829-9171, and you get a real person answering the telephone.